Oh my. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be. My name's Bruce, and welcome to my chalkboard classroom in the forest. Now, a couple things. First of all, it's in the forest, and there's a lot of insects today, so maybe you'll have to bear with me. Now, as I've been saying, if you've been following along these videos, I like to do, if you'll indulge me, a bit of a discussion on a person. I like to talk about a thing and an idea. And as I said, the ideas largely come from economics, as hopefully they'll relate to everyday life and provide some information and comfort on things that are going on in your life and in the world. Okay, that's my plan. Now, first thing I want to talk about is the thing, the object. Today, I actually have two objects. Well, three, but it's kind of two. And these objects are Milwaukee gloves. This is not sponsored, or I don't get anything from Milwaukee. And Milwaukee glasses. And the reason I'm talking about this is because, as I mentioned, I enjoy riding my bike. Always have, and hopefully always will. And when I ride my bike, I like to protect my head. I like to protect my eyes. I like to protect my hands. Now, there's a whole lot of companies that sell dedicated cycling eyewear and gloves. Now, the problem with it is that these glasses these are Milwaukee safety glasses, they cost approximately $10. These are Milwaukee gloves. They cost approximately $20. If you ride your bike a lot, what's going to happen with your glasses is you're going to lose them. What's going to happen with your gloves is you're going to lose one of them, or maybe two. The gloves $20, glasses $10. Now you can look around for yourself and see how much cycling gloves cost and cycling glasses, but this is my opportunity that I economize. So I'd rather have 3 or 4 pairs of these and 5 or 6 pairs of glasses, and I wind up losing them over the course of a year. That way I'm not overly heartbroken as I would be if had I paid a couple $100 for the glasses, and I'm not the world's richest guy. Okay, that's that. Now, I'm talking about a person. I've been talking about kind of private figures the last few videos, people that have influenced my life and people that you probably never heard of, but they're great people nevertheless. Today I'm going to talk about someone that you probably did hear of. Okay. In the 80s, in my hometown, there was going to be a concert at the local venue, and it was a big deal. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody. You know, this was the thing. Rod Stewart was coming to town. Holy smoke. Try getting those tickets. That was a challenge. Rod Stewart. Big deal. Maggie May. Pinnacle. You know, do you think I'm sexy? Heck, you think I'm sexy? Huh. Hopefully my wife thinks I'm sexy. I'm not sure. But anyway, Rod Stewart is coming to town. He's supposed to be playing in some date, I forget exactly. This was a long time ago, this was in the 80s. Bingo! Canceled due to weather circumstance. Genuine cancellation. This was a real thing. It wasn't like a whim. Okay, canceled, rescheduled. All right, then time goes by, months, I forget exactly, 6 months, 9 months, it was a long time. Rescheduled, Rod Stewart's coming to town. Oh, everybody's still excited. I mean, more excited than the time before that. What happens? Canceled. Oh my good gracious. And it was for a good reason. I can't remember what the reason was, but it was a good reason. So, more time goes by, rescheduled. Yours truly, I had tickets. Woohoo! I was excited. I was young. I thought Rod Stewart was tremendous, awesome. Loved the music, loved it. Sang along every song. So then what happens is the night of the concert, oh my smoke, the place is absolutely full to the willies, and those tickets were hard to get. So anyway, so Rod Stewart comes out, band was happening. Played a song, it was whoa. Then took a little pause to talk to the audience. He stopped and he said, I'm paraphrasing, but he said something like this. He said, I'm sorry. I was supposed to be here before we canceled, then I was supposed to be here again, we canceled, but I'm here now. And you guys are great fans, thank you very much. So we're going to put on an extra good show for you, and we're going to do our level best. And I'll say, that's what happened. The guy put on, and I've only been to one Rod Stewart concert, but this was fantastic, and you could sense that that they were kicking ass and taking names. It was great. It was wonderful. It was a truly fantastic concert, and thank you, Rod Stewart. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right, now I'm going to come to the idea. Now, if you recall, as we've been talking, I've been talking about the idea of more. I've been talking about the different entities that exist in society, and one of those entities is people. Okay, now this is a kind of a sideways trip for a second, but if you recall, I once owned a grocery store, and it was a business of necessity. I opened it, and so I needed to get things for my store. So I was speaking with a gentleman named John R. McDonald, who was a proprietor of a different local wholesale that I talked about, another local wholesale a little while ago. So John R. McDonald said to me, he said, what you want to do is turns. So you don't want to own a whole bunch of beans when people want spaghetti. Okay, so that was important advice. So what I did was I had it even Steven. So it worked out that we would pretty much run out of stuff at the moment that the truck would arrive with the new stuff. And because the whole thing was done on credit terms, then this had a really pretty positive effect on the cash flow. It was great, okay? But what John R. McDonald told me that day about turns is summarized in economics as opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the thing that you give up in order to do the thing that you don't give up. It's the choice, okay? So if you have a 2-week vacation and you decide to go to Tahiti, well, then you can't go to Costa Rica because you have 2 weeks. So your opportunity cost was not going to Costa Rica. If you're living your life and you have a choice between being a plumber and a lawyer, and you spend all your time in law school, then unless you are really amazing and never sleep, then you've foregone a lot of opportunity to study your plumbing and to get good at that. That's opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the thing that you don't do so that you can do the thing, or the thing that you don't buy so that you can buy the thing. And in my example, it was I could get a whole lot of beans, or a whole lot of spaghetti, or a whole lot of bananas, or the smart move is I get a little bit of beans, I get a little bit of spaghetti, I get a little bit of bananas, I get a little bit, and then you run out at the moment that truck is pulling in with a replenishment, and then you are golden. And that is this idea of opportunity cost. So, and I went through, in keeping with tradition, opportunity cost. Opportunity. Opportunity cost. And then I had a friend a while ago, and my friend had a piano, and so the piano was getting a little bit wonky. It wasn't sounding perfect. When she'd play her Rod Stewart songs, it wasn't exactly correct. So she called up to get it fixed. So she called Opernocity. So Abernathy comes over, works on the piano, makes it sound correct. Guy leaves. She gives it a few tinkles, not satisfied. So she calls him back, says, Mr. Abernathy, my piano does not sound good. So Abernathy, you know what he said? Abernathy only tunes once. Or it's a joke. Is it a dad joke if you're not a dad? I don't know. But anyway, that's it. So today we talked about how to protect your eyes and your hands, which are the first point of contact when you fall off your bike. Everybody puts their hands out for a reasonable cost. We talked about a really great singer who did a really great job. And the lesson from the singer thing is, do what you say. And if you can't do what you say, try your best to do what you say. And if it still doesn't work out, say you're sorry. Own up to it. And the third thing, the economic idea is the economic idea of opportunity cost. And I'm building towards something here, and I hope it works out. Hope it works out. Hope you're following along, and I hope you well, hope's not a plan. Said that before, but my plan is that you somehow find some enjoyment in these videos. Thank you very much. My name's Bruce. You can like the video, you can subscribe, ideally you can leave some comments about why I'm wrong, why I'm right. Maybe you have a story about Rod Stewart. I don't know. There you go. Anyway, this is my little classroom in the forest. Thank you very much. Goodbye.